So we've got a really exciting new series coming up talking about matchups to swing styles. What we're going to be doing is going to help you understand what a matchup is, but most important of all, this is about you. We're going to get you to send your swing in and help you understand your golf game. So guys, we are talking matchups, okay? So matchups are having two areas of your swing, because everything in your swing works in pairs, and it's understanding what is it in your swing that can work for you. So what we're doing going forward is going to get you to send in your swing, okay? Watch out the end of the video for the instruction on how to do this, okay? And what we're going to do is pick out one person per month and help that person understand the two areas in their swing that they need to get working together that can make them own their golf swing and give them the best control of the golf ball. Because obviously the most important thing is, how do you make your swing work, okay? There's not one swing for everybody, there's fundamentals, but the individuality of it is understanding what two bits make it work perfectly for you. So when we're talking about this, talk about like a top player. So we're going to talk about a tour player first of all, and then I'm going to talk about my game. My game, obviously, I understand what I do, so I can give you a little insight into what I see. But if we look at a top player, let's look at Jordan Spieth, okay? So recently Mark Crossfield has done a video on Jordan Spieth where he spoke to Cameron McCormack, who is Jordan's coach, and Cameron told him that we obviously see Spieth has a weak left-hand grip, but his left arm, he struggles to pronate it in this direction, which therefore would give him a standard-looking grip here with 2 or 3 knuckles. It's why he's got a weaker grip, because he has the arm in this position here. Now, that obviously would promote a more open, weaker club face coming through. So what he does is, to work with that for Jordan, would be why Jordan has a more bowed wrist at the top. But whenever you look at Jordan's swing at the top with that bowed wrist, he's got a square face. If he had a normal grip and then bowed at the top, he'd have a more closed club face. But he manages to get it a bit more open. Obviously there's areas in Jordan's swing that he's working at to try and get things a little bit more neutralised for him. Okay, but therefore, so we see here that weaker grip. Okay, if he gets the arms too high with the weaker grip, it can get the face a little closed. So he gets the arm, or trying to get the arm a touch lower. But the great thing he does here is, from there on the way through, he has a very, very stable, quiet club face. So what we mean is, as he's coming through, that club face is staying more at 90 degrees to the arc right here on the way through the shot. There isn't a lot of chase over. If there was a lot of chase over, and he's held that position of the club face he had at the top with a flip over, he'd lose the ball a lot to the left. So his matchup is the weak grip, matches that to a club face position at the top, which therefore he then matches into his release style. Okay, it's one of the reasons that you would see him get a little bit of a chicken wing, you know, but that was obviously way after the ball's gone, but it's how stable that club face is. So that's the matchups. He has the two matchups in the swing, which are matching up to his setup style. So understanding how that works for him. So thinking about me just for a moment, what obviously I do is, I have my arms a little bit low, okay? I'd like to have them a little higher, but I found out that that doesn't necessarily work great for me because of how my arm style is relative to my body proportions. What I tend to get is, my tendency is to get too low down here at address. Once I do that, okay, I get too far from the ball, dip down and get the arms too flat behind me. I have to stand up and I don't match into the release. So what I've got to do is to work for my golf swing is, if I just stand a bit taller at address, okay, so kind of stood up to it in a fairly solid posture right here, and then what I'm trying to do is maintain my height, okay, and then I always make sure that my swing isn't too long, because if I do that, I've then got lots of room through impact and my arms can come through really nicely. If I dip down, I don't have any space. So it's understanding that I've got to get my setup style and my posture's got to be good. It's really important, that for me. And then from there, I'm really just trying to make sure that I stay in posture going back, and then I've got the ability to be able to rotate through the shot. So that one dipped a little, wasn't too bad, but really I'm always trying to make sure that I'm really working at staying in posture, and that allows me to get my arms to work more upwards, okay? If I don't stay in posture, those arms work really low, okay? So it's that, and when I say upwards, that's upwards for my swing, okay, because my swing's a little bit low down. But it's understanding that once I've got that movement going back, I'm always going to be able to sort of deliver it through. So there I had plenty of space to deliver the ball and the club into the ball. And you're able to have, or I'm able to create the space I need and the movement on the ball that I want. So what we want to do is see if I can help you with your game. So what we're going to do is we want you to send your email through to the address on the screen above. Okay, I want some information. I want name, handicap, problems with your shot, how long have you been playing the game for. Then what we're going to do, help you with your game, understand what you need to do to match up your swing styles, the release patterns, etc., and help you take some ownership of your game. If you've enjoyed this, comment below. Let me know what you'd like to see from the channel going forward. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Thanks for watching, and talk with you again very soon.